Hello, this is Fxpela here. Welcome to this channel once again. Please kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed, and also like this video as well, provided you like the content of the video. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about a very important concept in the forex market. That is the demand and the supply. When we talk about demand and supply, demand zones are zones on the chart where we can find a lot of buyers there. And also, supply zones are zones on the chart where we can find a lot of sellers there. In short, demand zones are zones with a lot of buyers. And also, supply zones are zones on the chart with a lot of sellers. So how are you going to know that at this particular point or at this particular zone, there are a lot of sellers there, or at this particular point or at this particular zone, there are a lot of buyers there? How are you going to know? So to know that a particular zone is a demand zone or a supply zone, so let's get started with the demand first. So to know that a particular zone is a demand zone, first of all, that zone you have to see a lot of buyers there. And what are you going to do to know that a lot of buyers are at this place? Whenever you see a sharp buy, it means there are a lot of buyers there. Don't get me wrong. And also, whenever you see a sharp sell, it means there were a lot of sellers at that particular point where the sharp sell occurred. So to identify a good demand and supply zone, we have some three key terms that we're going to use. That's we have the R, B, D. Now, when we talk about the R, B, D, the R stands for the rally. And when we talk about a rally is a sharp buy. The D stands for the drop. When we talk about the drop is a sharp sell. When we talk about the B is the base. When we talk about the base is a sideways movement of the market or consolidations. You get it? So right now, let me move on to the chart. We are going to identify these demand and supply zones on the chart, and also how they're going to generate a lot of pips to you guys. So you see this place, there was a sharp buy over here, price consolidated, and there was a sharp drop from this place. Let me zoom it so that you can see. There was a sharp buy from this place, consolidation, and a sharp sell. You get it? So whenever you see something like this, select your horizontal tool and plot the base alone. Always plot the base. That's the high of the base to the low of the base. You see, this is the high of the base and this is the low of the base. So it's indicating there were a lot of sellers here. That was why there was a sharp sell from this area after price consolidating for a while. After price consolidating for a while, there was a sharp sell from that place, indicating there were a lot of sellers at this zone. A lot of traders were thinking price have become so expensive at this area, so they sold. You get it? Price have become so expensive, so they were not willing to buy anymore. That's the idea behind a supply zone. Price have become expensive, so they are not willing to buy anymore. So they do what they will sell. That was why there was a sharp sell from that area. So anytime price enters into that zone, I will expect a sell at that place. And also one thing I want to tell you is that please pay attention. For example, let's say you have plotted this zone as a demand zone or as a supply zone. You were expecting price to sell from that zone whenever price reaches there. So should in case price get there and price doesn't sell from that place and price break the zone, relax. Anytime that you see that price have entered the zone, take your strong sell. Do you get it? Take your strong sell because that place is a strong supply zone. Or not even take your strong sell. The probability that price is going to sell from that place is very high. So right now we've plotted the supply zone. So let's trace forward to see the performance of that zone, how the zone acted when price got there. How the zone acted when price got there. So as you can see over here, price got to that zone at this point and price sold from that level. Please don't get me wrong. There is a 4 hour chart. So 95.70 to let's say 88, almost 200 pips from this area. Do you get it? 150 to 200 pips from this area. 150 to 200 pips from this area. You get it? 150 to 200 pips from this area when price got there. 150 to 200 pips from that area when price got there.